Hello everyone, I'm Narjess and welcome to Link with OnLink. Isolated holidays, demand for villas and jets, offline versus online meetings, as well as various questions to the hotels and DMCs. We're going to cover all these points with our guest, Viktoria Pechenkina from JSP Business Travel Company. JSP have offices in St Petersbourg as well as in Moscow and cover both leisure and business travel. And Viktoria is not only the founder of JSP, but also a member of a business club in Russia, very active on social media. She's also a mother and a wife and a vlogger. She's recently created her own YouTube channel. So welcome, Viktoria. Welcome, Viktoria, and good to have you in this interview.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
And so, Viktoria, tell us, how have you been spending your professional quarantine? I know you have been seeing you very active on social media and with some interesting projects.
Yes, I do. As you see, I'm in the car, so it
You are
means
in the
I'm
car.
not sitting just only home. So this 3 months for us, it has been, I would say, it has been a long working time. So we didn't close the office. No, I mean, the office was closed officially in St. Petersburg, the main office we have, and the smaller one in Moscow. But the full staff of the company, nobody is fired. Everyone is working. They are sitting home. So we working, I think, from the 1st of April or from the 20 something of March, we are working from home. For myself, it's still a lot of offline meetings. I didn't done it officially because it was not so maybe right way, but I've done it because of some customers, some another things we have planned. What is for me a lot of changes, because usually I'm not an online person. I'm an offline lady. Meetings with the customers, meetings with the partners, all marketing things. I think you saw a lot of events we do. I'm about offline. So this online life, it's very boring for me. I'm really so tired of all the Zoom meetings, because we have at least 4 or 5 meetings a week with a team, because I'm based now in Moscow, they're in St. Pete.
Yes.
We do a lot of online meetings with the partners, with the hotels, all my marketing stuff. I will separately talk about that. So I'm really tired of that. And I'm waiting for the time we really can officially and how to say, without any kind of measures for that, go to the office, meet people. So after 15th of June, I go to St. Petersburg to see my team in live.
I understand. Yeah, I have to say I've heard this comment lately quite a lot, and people are missing, the personal connection, to look in people's eyes and feel the vibes. And now Victoria also mentioned that a lot of people spending online, a lot of time online. So do you think this will affect at later stage the whole communication with your clients? And will you be reviewing your channels of communication?
I would divide it in 2 parts. When I'm talking to our VIPs, the main VIPs customers, they're always saying that we don't need to be afraid about online. So nobody from VIPs would go to online like booking and so on, because they would never ever have the service they have with us, with such a companies like us.
Yes, of
So
course.
this is the good part. So we know that nobody from them, because of discounts or something else, will just look in any kinds of booking systems for villas, because it's not very possible. Yeah, they will never receive special information about the beach, about the rooms, about everything what we usually do, me and you, and hotels and everything. But the second part of our, I would say, new life is about more of, not online, but more of social media, more of using YouTube channel. For example, we have our own YouTube channel since last year. And since last April, we have Africa, our trip to Africa there, Morocco, Greece. We have a special we meet the GMs and we do filming of our interview. We name it Life is a Travel. Now I think we have at least 15 of them there. And we also meet our customers, known people in Russia, in St. Petersburg and Moscow, and we do interviewing them. So it was before the COVID, and now after all the pandemic, what happens? We do a little bit new kind of interviews. So I'm sure that a lot of people would be interesting to have a look how business has been changed, what people are planning to do, how they will change their, I don't know, business procedures, life, and everything. So the business will change for sure. Customers will go, and already in these 3 months, they are going to Instagram. It's growing. We have huge project now for my personal branding page and for the company Instagram, um, to change a lot of things for targeting, for everything. So it really works. We have new requests, we have new customers, we have just new people who is coming to our pages to, they're interested. What do we do? How do we live? How do we live? What changes we implement in a company? How company will come out from this crisis and everything. And for sure, they're interested about the hotels changes. What do the hotels do? Are they still alive? When they will get open? And everything. What about the travel market?
Yes, for sure. A lot of questions about the changes as well in the hotels. And actually, we're going to put a link to your YouTube channel as well. I've seen
Sure.
that in addition to the interviews with the hotels, we have been doing that with some of your clients, correct? Which was
Yeah.
quite interesting also. And Victoria, you mentioned that there will be some changes going on. So have you noticed any travel trends, emerging trends among your clients? Was it too early?
I would say, yeah, for sure. We have some requests already now, and people are still waiting when the borders will be open. So, still now, nobody can fly. There are some regular flights to New York and London, but people are not interested in that for US. What
Yeah.
is the reason? So, people are waiting for Greece, for some other countries to be open. I mean, for Russia to be open on that way. We have some requests already, but I'm sure what will be for sure different. People even want to use the private jets, so to be really secure in
Yeah.
case they already have they already got sick, so they are not afraid about be sick, but they don't want to fly with anyone else, or in case they're afraid about the COVID, so they want to use the private jets. The second thing, all of them are looking for private villas. It means the private villas in the hotels. They won't be a little bit out from other people, to be sure that the meal will be served on the villa, to be sure that the spa, like Six Senses Spa, all the staff can come to the villa, make all the treatments at the villa. So maximum to be a little bit out of all the traffic. And I'm sure that we also preparing now such a projects like to be on a boat. So the people we will offer to our customers the bigger motorboats or smaller boats for also countries like Greece, for example, to be from the other people. So they
Okay.
are just on the boat. They have just the boat team, nobody else. Also with all the documents that they are okay, and the customers can use it for 10 days, 14 days. I think that people will look for very separate locations, maybe also islands to stay just on the island with the staff of the island and nobody else there.
Okay, so kind of continue the isolations, but away from home in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, and the private jets, it's also, I guess, many customers don't want to get stuck in case there is any issues to be stuck in the country as well, which we know happened a few times. So villas, private jets, yachts. So how do you see? I mean, talking about the future, since we touch on that and the trends, how do you see your collaborations with hotels or DMCs in the future? Will you change anything from your side or?
Sure. Usually we work with a DMC. We have for all the world around a lot of agreements. Sometimes we also do very good contracts with hotels. It depends on the country. But for sure, the first thing we will need now, all of us, it's the cancellation time should be very limited. So nobody, no customer will do any reservation now if you are like you cannot cancel without any fees, I don't know, 1 month in advance. Nobody would be interested
So
because this is
flexible
really,
cancellation policy and payment
yeah,
policies,
yeah.
right? Hmm.
The cancellation and the payment policy should be changed for sure. Other way, the customer would not book. They are not interested at all to make a reservation. Then something happened like it was, and they cannot have the money back. So this is the first thing. The second thing, I'm sure that the hotels, there will be a lot of questions from the customers. How do the customers, we can also divide in three parts. One part will sit in their country and don't travel at least till next year. They are very afraid, they don't change anything.
Yeah.
The other part of the people, they will travel, but they will be, like look like private jets, and they will look what happens outside, so a little bit close from the world that they want to travel. And the third part, they would travel. They are not afraid. So this part will be people who can stay in the rooms, who don't will look for a villas just for a villas. They're more open to to a world. For the people, for the second part, who is looking for some changes, they will request, what do hotel do? What about the tests of the staff? What will happen if somebody got sick at the hotel? Does the hotel prepare a special place, or do they have special doctors? So it's important from the hotels to have maximum information what they do in case something happened.
Hmm. Yeah, that's very valid, good point. Yeah, I guess now if we're talking about, and since we're talking about the luxury segment and all the five-star hotels, villas, the hygiene standards will be there. So that's, I believe, clear. But in terms of what will happen in certain cases, as you mentioned, the procedure and how the experience of the customer will be in the hotel, that's information that will be very useful for you, I mean, for you, for the clients, for the travel companies as well. Well noted. So that's cancellation policy, payment policies. Anything else you'd like
Yes.
to add?
For example, we have now special list we are using for, because we've done a lot of work in the last 2 months for the Russian market. So we also prepared more than 40 something programs just for the Russian market. It's really, to say, very complicated, because Russia, it's not the other world. And it's better for us to book Thailand, to book Greece, France, or Maldives as Russia. But okay. And we prepared also special list with all the questions because of the situation now about the pandemic. What we do need from the hotel or from the DMC. There are a lot of points, like the driver who drive the customers at the transfer does this driver have a paper that it's okay with him, yeah, that he is not sick. There is also a question about we've been talking about with a customer. If something happens, what kind of hospital will be used, which one is the nearest, where the customers goes, because for sure everyone has insurance, but they want to know what is this hospital. They want to have a look, or they are requesting us, where's this hospital, how far, who will take me there, how it works, the full procedure. If I'm on, I don't know, Maldives or Seychelles, or Mauritius, and something happened, where did they take me? We need to know all this procedure from the start till the end, how long the people stay there, in case for very heavy, if it's really heavy case, what they do in this case, and if it's more or less like easier one, what they do. Because also, if people are not scared, they need to know.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Yeah, just to be on the safe side. And these are all good questions. Actually, from our side, we have been gathering a list of questions. Some of them you've mentioned that we have been communicating and sending out to various hotels, and we're happy to share it with everyone. I think it will be useful. And definitely, this question came up a few times, and I know that not at this point, not all hotels have answers, because some of them also depend on the local government procedures and regulations. But that should be addressed now, since not all borders are open. I mean, they're mostly closed at this point, and something definitely to be addressed with the concerned right now. Well, good, noted. So what about Victoria, special offers? Do you think anything in particular that will be more attractive to your customers aside of the safety part?
I think that people would react on things like some of them will react on the special offers for the price, because for sure a lot of our customers are reflected by the situation. A lot of businesses are gone. Some of them, for sure, we are dividing. There is a business money, there is a private money. But if the business is getting very bad, for sure, the person is looking for lower pricing for maybe different hotels. So I think that it's important at first not to get the prices increase,
Yeah.
because if I don't know, the villa costs time ago, for example, 1,500 euro, it's not the case, and nobody will pay 2.5 just because the hotel wants to have the money back.
Yes, yes.
So at least it should be the time before, the price of the time before, or maybe also less with a like 20% discount. People will look for that. For some other people, would be interesting to have an upgrade. So if they
Mhm.
pay also for smaller room, to have guaranteed upgrade for a bigger room in case they are with the kids or with a nanny, it also works. Um, I'm not sure that some other things will work. For example, for the meal, the most of hotels are talking to have just a la carte for the security reason. So it's a la carte. But I
Yeah.
think the pricing level and the upgrades will be interesting for a lot of the people.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, good. Let's thank you. That's very, very useful. And to all our colleagues, hoteliers, and DMCs. So, anything else, Victoria, before we wrap up, would like to add, to mention?
I think that's it's important also for all the markets to remember, because with some of the hotels, I think everybody knows there've been some problems when the hotels was trying to get in touch with the customer directly. And
Okay.
a lot of companies like ours, for the DMCs, it was really a big problem, because we do huge job. We do also, now we investing money in marketing to postpone the hotel and us, and then we lose the customer just because of the some of the hotels was done. So I think for now it's very important for the travel industry, for both of us, for all the parts, us, DMC, and the hotel, to be like a good team, to
Yeah.
help us to sell the hotel. But we need to be sure that the customers stay with us. The customers would not be offered directly some special offers or ideas for next time, because just in this case we will send this customer more and more time to the hotel, and all of us will have a money, and we will still alive, like
Yeah,
it's.
also we should always look at the win-win situation, which is more beneficial to everyone. And also, I think it's important maybe to mention that the Russian clients, the reason many of them use travel companies is because they're quite demanding. Maybe not once they're on site, but in advance, the number of questions you answer to, and I know the number of questions you receive. And also, there is a payment aspect which often remains also challenging, let's say, just because of the system. So definitely the job that you as travel companies do with dealing those questions, and those who work with the Russian market know about them. You need to be a biologist and a doctor and psychologist at the same time. That's quite a big
Exactly.
job, I must say. I must say to all the travel agencies out there, it's quite a lot that you do from your side, that have the personalization aspect in here. Okay, well noted. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you for your time and for sharing your insights and for answering all these questions. We'll definitely add all your details and the links here on YouTube, and we'll be in touch. Hopefully, we'll see each other offline, as you mentioned.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you, Victoria.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Victoria, once again for this online interview. Next one maybe will be offline. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Until next time, bye.